this is a strange world we live in. We often hear that youth is everything. The energy, the possibility, the brightness of what's to come. And of course, there's beauty in that. The hope, the exploration, the rawness of being young. But what troubles me isn't the youth itself, it's how the world treats it. We live in an age of constant noise, entertainment, stimulation, distraction, every second filled, every moment monetized. The world doesn't allow stillness anymore. It doesn't encourage it. It fears it. Because in stillness, we might start asking questions that don't serve consumption. And who is this noise designed for? The young. They are the ones who hasn't yet built the walls of resistance. Their sense of self is still forming, their emotional world still raw. They are ideal consumers, full of emotion, eager to belong, quick to follow. And so, the world throws everything at them. Apps, influencers, trends, ads disguised as lifestyles. It offers a rhythm so fast and so loud, it becomes impossible to hear one's own thoughts. But here is the paradox. The young, for the most part, don't have much means. They are in school or just starting out. They're building uncertain, often struggling, and yet entire markets revolve around catching their attention because attention is what they value most. If you cannot buy, at least you can be measured. If you cannot spend yet, you can be shaped. You can be prepared. And then we grow up. Slowly, quietly. The distractions that once dazzled begin to lose their charm. We start asking different questions, deeper ones. Our needs evolve. We begin to value time more than novelty. We seek meaning over stimulation. We long for depth over endless surface. And I see people arriving at a place where they might finally have some stability, maybe even some income. They are ready to invest, not just in things, but in experiences, in peace, in what truly matters. But by then, the world has stopped speaking to them. The noise moves on. And so they enter in a strange kind of silent, not chosen, but enforced. The grown population becomes invisible, not because they are irrelevant, but because they are no longer profitable in the same way. It is as if the world only cares for us while we are confused enough to buy and loud enough to attract others. So we end up with two extremes, the young overwhelmed by stimulation and the grown-up starved of attention, one drowning in noise, the other fading in silence. And between the two, very little space is left for real reflection. That's what worries me most, not just for our individual lives, but for us as a culture. When every moment is filled with noise and only the loudest voices are heard, we lose touch with what it means to be human. We forget the value of slowness, of listening, of growing with dignity and being young with guidance. We stop honoring wisdom and instead glorifying instant satisfaction. We ignore those who has lived and seen more and instead amplify those who shout the most, regardless of what they have to say. But here's the truth that keeps returning to me. Distraction may sell, but it doesn't nourish. Constant entertainment may occupy the hours, but it doesn't build a life. Life is memory, relationships, struggle, love. It is the silence of grief and the stillness of joy. It is the patient unfolding of self, not the constant reshaping of image. So perhaps the challenge is this, to reclaim our attention, to respect the young enough and to respect the grown-up enough not to forget them. Maybe it's time we allow ourselves to pause, to hear the quiet again, to remember that meaning takes time, that life moves in phases, and each one has something to offer. But we have to be willing to look beyond the noise. I hope this reflection brought something meaningful to you. If it did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for joining me. See you soon.